What's up? My name is Dr. Alex Straley. In this video, we're going to talk about technique for stronger hands. In this video, I'm going to talk about two grip techniques that helped me go from dropping 540 at my last meet just 6 months ago to being able to do that for a set of 3 with absolutely no grip problems. So let's go back in the last 2 years. I've probably had a dozen skin tears, times that the bar has just dropped out of my hands and my hands have been bloodied up. Not only does that affect me for the day because I can't do a whole lot the rest of the workout, but the next week or two it's difficult to still hold on. So I was piling up weeks of not training the deadlift. So after my last meet, when I dropped my 3rd deadlift, I went to the internet. First I looked at PubMed, and then I looked at Google, and I just tried to find anything to improve my grip strength. But everything I read always gave 4, 5, 6 exercises to improve grip strength. It was always the same: do pull-ups, do deadlifts, do farmer's carries, hold on to your deadlift longer, etc., etc. And I knew that those things worked. Yeah, that does improve your grip strength, but that's not the problem I had. It was actually my technique of how I was gripping was wrong. So I had tried hook grip in the past. I did it for about 6 months, just couldn't really get a feel for it, gave up, tried again later on for about 9 to 12 months. Again, just couldn't get the hang of hook grip. So I am 3/4 palm with tiny fingers. It just did not work for me, so I had to find what did. So when I was searching, I wanted to find the actual mechanics of what makes a strong grip. Couldn't find it anywhere, so I just did it myself. So I took a hand dynamometer and I did 2 different ways. The first way I did it would represent holding the bar in the fingers, and the other way I did would be representing holding the bar in your palm. So there's a third way, kind of a hybrid in the middle of these 2 grips, but the dynamometer is not able to test that. However, I found holding the bar or the dynamometer up in the palm was 50% stronger than holding it down in the fingers. So maybe this is a technique change I need to make to have a better grip. Hold the bar down in the palm. So after thinking about it, it does make a lot of sense. You have lumbricals in your hands that produce this motion. And so when you hold the bar up in your fingers, you're not flexing your fingers at all, so you're just not using those muscles.
Sorry, it's me, interrupting. So I misspoke just a little bit. When you have the bar in the hand, the lumbricals are stretched out, so they're not working. They're just lengthened, so they're not as strong.
You can look at this at yourself at home. Go ahead and take one finger and extend it all the way back. You can see where the base of that finger is. So it would make sense to hold the bar below that base. So let's look at that in a different muscle group and it might make a little more sense. So if you're doing bicep curls, you don't tape the dumbbell to your biceps. You hold it distal to the joint. So it makes sense that we should have the weight proximal to the joint so the joint can work around it. Just like in the bicep, we have it distal so the bicep can work around it. So now that we have the bar in the middle of our hands from the dynamometer, I wanted to figure out if there's another technique we could use to help tighten up the grip even more. I thought back to physical therapy and when we do a skin lock technique, which essentially allows us to push through the soft tissue and be able to go directly into the joint. Now if you place your thumb in your palm and rub it around a little bit, you can see that the skin moves quite a bit. So let's try to do a skin lock on our hands. So in order to do a skin lock technique, you're going to place the bar up by your wrist. From here, you're going to grab on and pull that bar into position. Now all the skin proximal to the bar is taut. Now stepping outside the box a little bit, if you have a resistance hand and a dumbbell in one hand and a rope and a dumbbell in the other hand, and you try to walk around with them by your side, that rope is going to bounce a lot less than the resistance band because the rope is more taut. That rope being taut is what we want to have going on in our hand, which is what the skin lock technique is going to do. If you find this content useful, make sure to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more videos how to optimize movement, increase your strength, and decrease your daily aches and pains, make sure to subscribe.